boy K now.
It's your boy Easy Emotional Unknown Easy Old Soul.
This your boy Soldier the Rebel.
What's been good with y'all? How y'all week been?
Man, it's been challenging.
Yeah, I hear you.
My week, man. I don't even know how I made it.
Yeah, I hear you, man. So we laid some family members to rest today.
Yeah, my grandfather.
Yeah. Rest in peace to my little cousin.
R.I.P.
It was a long day.
Yeah, it's been a long week. We lost a real one this week. This week, right? It feel like it's been a month.
Feel like what been a month?
Just losing Nips.
Oh, yes, been a week. It was last week.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But it feel like it's been long as ever.
Yeah, it do. It do. This was a long week. Uh, yeah, that was some that was hard to take in, and it's like everybody say, "Oh, well, you want a Nip fan before, but it's like, did you have to be a fan of his music to appreciate what he was trying to do as a man?"
See, that's the thing I don't understand. You ain't have to be a fan of the music. You could just appreciate the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can always separate, but what he was doing as a whole affected everybody. You know what I'm saying? You, you,
Exactly.
you see what they did for him this past week. I don't know. I know y'all,
Man, as
right?
far as like Westbrook, shout out to Westbrook, 20 plus 20 plus 20.
60.
Uh then
I
as
know
far
he
as
got a nice little fine for coming in the crip wear.
no, because you can wear
I got
whatever
a
you
nice little fine.
No, because they supposed to dress professionally. I don't know if they consider that professional or they get fined.
what? He came in with rips in his shirt and his pants before. That's not
I'm
professional.
saying they let you be a little bit flamboyant, but I don't know if they it's always
I mean, the only thing that was crazy about it was he had a bandana over his face. Other than that, he walked in with jogging pants and a blue
yeah, the
button
man
up like Chinese
was
button.
definitely loked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but like what introduced me, like I knew about Nipsey before I knew his music. I saw
Hmm.
an interview and I heard what he was trying to do as far as like buying up property and spreading wealth throughout the black community. But like my brother Derek, uh, I played MLB the Show, and my home run music was loaded bases up off of Victory Lap. And he was like, "Man, I keep hearing that song." I'm like, "Yeah, I just hit 3 home runs in one game." He was like, "Man, you know who that is?" I'm like, "Nah, I just love the song." He's like, "Man, that's Nipsey Hussle." I'm like, "The dude who I'm like the guy who bought property in LA and stuff
You see,
and
that's
opened
how
his own
crazy
clothing
that
store."
is. You didn't even associate it with music. You just associated
No,
with
yeah.
doing that.
Yeah, so I'm like the guy who got his own clothing store and everything. And he was like, "Yeah, man." He said, "I think you'll like him because he got an old school vibe to him, but the new school flavor." So I downloaded his CD, and sad to say, like I never really got a chance to just sit down and listen to
It
it.
is
It
fire.
yeah,
Wow.
and then like when it happened, I'm like, let me go and listen to this man's CD because like I already knew about Lil the Bass, so I played the CD. I played it like think like two, maybe 3 times. The way the format that I go through everything is, I go through, I listen to the beats, then I go through and I listen to the words, and then I go through and listen to the song as a whole, beats, lyrics, and all that. That's how I do it when I download somebody's CD.
Mm.
And I can honestly say I gotta kind of redact my comments last week as far as the Cardi B because I can understand why motherfuckers mad that she won that Grammy now.
Mm.
Like that's there was no way in hell she should have won over that CD. Now I know she had like four, maybe five of her tracks was on the radio and was popping because they was all club joints. But as far as like when you say Grammy nominee hip hop, I don't think it should be who got who got the most club bangers. I think you should sit down and listen to the bars, listen to the language, listen to the message, and whoever got that best one should be the one who wins. And if you do that, Nipsey won by far, by a long shot. Like she had nothing close to him. I mean, unless you want to add a category of shaking ass, and then she get a little bit closer. But then shit, when you add swag, he take off again.
Well, we all know the Grammys ain't really built for a real motherfucker. Hell,
Nah,
the
hell,
BET Awards ain't really built for a real motherfucker. Otherwise, J. Cole would have won for his Forest Drive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's really about what's real because we obviously know this man was real in everything he did.
I think it's about
It's more about what people
they can
love the
market.
most. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And then what they can market.
yeah,
Like who wants to market a guy who was a game banger turn, in his words, game member because he's not game banging no more. He's still in the
it
game,
wouldn't even
but
matter.
he
You
turned
see,
into real estate and he was trying
that's
to
the thing
better
that
his.
they really didn't want to market because it ain't like Cardi B ain't big blood and everything right now. So we can't even say that you can market a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Even if they not gangster. So I think well we all know the reason why he didn't get as much love. You know what I'm saying? He got the streets love. That's locked down. You know what I'm saying? But he was independent. You know what I'm saying? So he's not
yeah,
trying to work with these these labels and stuff like that because he know his worth. He on some masterpiece stuff. Master
yeah.
P.
Being independent is a major difference. He didn't
Mm-hmm.
have that machine behind him, so of course all that attention gonna go to Cardi.
Right. And
Yeah, because
so she's gonna, of course, have the bigger bangers, gonna sell the most because the machine is behind her. But he definitely had the streets on lock. There's
but
no doubt about it.
did she sell the most?
You know,
I could check
well,
that right now.
yeah, yeah. I think she did sell the most because she kind of hit every area. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I said, he got the streets, but she was able to reach out to different communities. She was able to reach the streets.
Yeah, but
She was able to reach the Billboard charts. And
but
I ain't gonna say he didn't.
to be honest, I understand what people were saying. Like her CD wasn't hip hop; it was really pop.
Hmm.
Like, so it's like, why is she even in the hip hop category?
Because they're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like Post Malone. He got his
Mhm.
start. Yeah, Post Malone. He got his start off of hip hop. White Iverson.
Don't know who the hell that is.
It's okay, but he got his start off of hip hop and rap and stuff like that, and he transitioned into pop because he said he didn't want to be tied down to the hip hop culture. But it's funny because you got your start off of it.
Yeah,
Uh,
tied to the pop culture, right?
hmm?
But now he's tied to pop culture, right?
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
he
so
didn't want.
you can't go pop and then come back to hip hop.
No, he started in hip hop. The White Iverson song hit with the hood and stuff like that. People was loving him. And then he moved. Oh, he transitioned to pop, which is what I think he always wanted to be. But he sound like us. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to his music, he sound like he a black dude, but he not. He a white guy. Um, but he got his start in hip hop. I would say his music hit most with the rap scene and stuff like that. And then he transitioned to pop. Once he hit pop, he kind of just took off. But he had never credited to hip hop that's the reason why he got popping. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of thing. Uh, I commend Cardi. You know what I'm saying? Because she grinded. If you see that on Love and Hip Hop, you see where she started from, and
Yeah,
Yeah,
how not too many people was giving her a chance to where she went. But Nipsey been doing this for a very long time. He's older
yeah,
than.
I understand the whole. She started from the bottom. He did too, but what I am saying is, no matter if you started from the lowest part of the barrel and you came up to the top, if your shit is pop, your shit is pop. If it's hip hop, it's hip hop. I
You
mean,
think Cardi shit pop?
yeah.
Let's be honest.
I
The
mean,
majority of her
is that
hits that really hit,
is that song with Bruno Mars hip hop or pop?
that's definitely pop. Now, I
Pop.
mean, kind of R&B, a little mixture, but it's
I
definitely
mean,
pop.
what songs? Well, first off,
Bodak Yellow will probably be considered hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but it's
It
Bodak
can pass for both as far as like being on the music charts.
It could. Like I don't know if she say
But
money or shmoney in that song, but that would be hip. That well, I'll say that's
it's
rap.
that. Hold
I
on,
ain't gonna
hold on,
say
hold on.
that's. I ain't gonna say
Is
it's hip hop. I
Bodak
say it's
Yellow?
rap.
Is Bodak Yellow on that CD?
Yeah,
Is it
Didn't that song come out like 2 years ago?
a
it's
year?
still
Year
on
and
the
some change.
CD.
What?
Yeah, year and some change. It
That's
came.
crazy.
Wait, did you figure out who sold the most, bro?
Cardi. I
Yeah, I kind of
mean,
figured.
she
Like I said, she
invasion
she
of
has
privacy.
all she got the advantage already, and
Yeah,
then on top
she
of
got
that, she
Atlantic
you said
behind her, and Nipsey. She got a Cardi got Atlantic behind her. Well, they actually both own Atlantic Records, to be honest.
His distributor is Atlanta.
Yep.
okay, yeah, but she kind of how can I put it? She's more versatile in what she can do. I respect Nipsey, but I don't think he has that versatility like her. You know what I'm saying? She can go to here's the thing, she can go to the rap world, she can go to the reggaeton world, the bachata world, like she can hit all those avenues that he can't hit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can turn his stuff into Spanish and stuff like that, but she actually is part of the Spanish culture. So you got that mixed in with the hip hop world that mess with her, mixed with the pop. Like she got all avenues. So that's kind of probably why she also was able to do what she did. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna sell like that if you're not hitting every avenue.
Yeah, but
And she also had a lot more singles than he did. She had 5 singles. He only had 2. She was releasing singles, just like you said. Bodak Yellow came out the year prior in June of 2017, all the way up to when she came out with Ring of
it's a
until
long ass time
August of 28,
to
18.
promote one CD though.
You say what?
She
That's a
had a
long ass
couple of
time to
got
promote
it.
one CD.
She had a few bangers, man. Like I mean, she had a
Yeah,
pretty much
but
a whole summer
come
and a
on now.
winter.
Like if you wait a year and a half to drop a CD, you can have 5 singles.
But I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
it was consistent all the way through. Like, yeah, I mean,
yeah, but what I'm saying is outside of them 5 singles, what else is on the CD?
you know what? And then well, I ain't gonna say this is what helped her, but she stayed in people's ear. She also had a lot of features last year. You know what I'm saying? So she was everywhere. A little bit of everywhere. Like literally, really couldn't go to any station without hearing some Cardi somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So Nipsey, I think I heard him a couple of times, but like they don't spend him as much as they spend her. She is definitely a hot commodity right now.
She had the game on lock all
Yeah,
2018.
yeah. We may not feel it, but
That's still a long
I'm
ass
telling
time to
you.
have a single out there though. A year and a half before you drop your CD.
Yeah, I
I,
mean,
I
if
just
you
think
listen to her Breakfast Club interviews, it was mainly that she could not find the singles that she wanted because she said every time she went in the booth and completed stuff, she'd hear something else that made her want to go back and rewrite or update or stuff like that. So that might have been the reason why it took so. Because Bodak Yellow hit kind of right after her last season with Love and Hip Hop, like it really took off. You know what I'm saying? So she kind of had that going for the album wasn't complete at that time. It was just a single that hit.
right.
Then she had to keep continuously working on it because I think it was like 4-5 months into Bodak Yellow when she did the Breakfast Club interview saying that it's almost finished. I'm about to give it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of marketed fairly well, man. I gotta say. So
I think another factor is Nip's label was hooked up through Atlantic, and then Cardi was signed directly to Atlantic. So I think that's another factor.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I mean because Atlantic is gonna push hers out harder because they 9 times out of 10
They
they
own
own
a
her
master.
masters. He owned his own masters, so it's
Right.
like you got to push your own shit, you know. And I mean I understand it. It's the struggle of independent artists, really, you know. But
I think he got a really solid fan base, and that's
yeah, he
mainly
got all of California.
that's mainly
Like they
who
got
really supported the
got to
man.
hold his funeral at the Staples Center. Like
Oh,
only
that's
other,
weird that you said that.
the only other person that did that was Mike, correct?
That sounds about right.
I
The
think so.
only other person that did that was Mike. I mean, he gonna be center of the Staples Center, like, and I bet you it's gonna
Yeah,
be
he
sold
touched
out.
a lot of
And,
lives out there.
and everybody is not gonna be able. Everybody who gonna want to get in ain't gonna be able to see him. So it's like he got all of the West Coast without a doubt.
That's true. And he affected a lot of people. I think I don't know if y'all seen some of the tweets and stuff like that.
Yeah,
In
I mean,
remembrance of the man. Even he touched a lot of different lives.
I
Even the
mean, do y'all know who Trevor Jackson is?
I don't.
He was a Superfly.
Okay, now I know.
He sing. He a decent singer. Like this dude, he said he didn't know Nipsey personally real good, but he knew people who knew Nipsey, and from what they said, and it inspired him to write a song overnight about
Hmm.
it. You know, like this guy, he everybody who knew him loved him.
Yeah. You see, the police chief said he had to look at the report
Man,
a
he looked
couple
like
of
he was
times to
about to
make
cry
sure
too.
that he had the right person.
Yeah, he looked like he was about to cry at the podium.
Speaking of the police, the I read today, well, seen a video today that Nipsey had emailed the LAPD
Yeah,
about trying to see what's going on with different programs. I guess try to bring the community together and keep kids out the street and stuff like that.
He was working
yeah.
hard, man.
And
Yeah.
then I also saw a video the other day where one of the the rival blood guys that he used to always beef with was in jail for 10 years. They had bumped into each other and they had sat down and talked, and like he was talking to him. Like Monday they were supposed to have announced, like, him, both of them was supposed to have met up again
I heard about that.
and talked about how they can bring the two gangs together
Mhm.
and do something positive for the community. And that's because the guy he came out, he said that tweet having strong enemies was about him because he
Mm.
had a strong enemy that was becoming a friend and shared a common goal with him.
I
So
gotta say, I think that spelled trouble for certain you know people, because whenever you hear stuff like that, a real unified nation coming together, like, I don't know,
but did it
that's
work?
like trouble.
But did it
I
work?
think it worked, and in some ways it didn't, because he passed. So now people on kind of it's up in arms. You know what I'm saying? So many people respect him that they're trying to pretty much preserve his memory and really come together. But then you got people that's mad that he's gone, and they really ain't trying to hear nothing. So you know what I'm saying? It's hard to really differentiate. I would hope that you would understand that he's like a martyr, and you should respect that, and kind of salute the memory, and want to do your best in life, rather than go towards the opposite, and really get on some grimy stuff. But
Yeah, because if everyone if the blood that he was talking to, if he started doing it in his part of the neighborhood, and Nipsey brother continued to do what Nipsey wanted to do, and now he does it as well, and then other people started doing it. Did it really offset it, or did it just make it stronger and make the movement happen quicker?
I definitely hope there was more a positive nature. I definitely hope him, because the biggest thing is the reason why it's so sad that, and it's the hard one of the hardest hits that we've taken is because he did so much. Like he was about everything he said, you know what I'm saying? And he's changing lives. So I hope people look at that and like, man, I can do it. I definitely can do it. You know, he worked hard from all the way up to 33, you know what I'm saying? He never went to the labels and asked them for help. He always grinded it out. And I think that's why people love him so much. So I just hope they take from that and actually start to do, the same things, because we need more Nipsey. We really do. We need more out there with that same type of hustle, same type of ground. And there are some, I know there's a lot of them out there, you know what I'm saying? They just don't know how to do it. And he was really helping people to learn how to, hey, this is this is that, just like
He
Master
had an
P.
after school program.
Yeah, he was doing so much in that community. Like
He
people were
started. He
really,
started the
really
STEM.
affected, man.
He started the STEM program for science and mathematics and all that stuff. I forget exactly what it stands for. I think it was science, technology, uh, something in math. Uh, But yeah, he helped start it.
That's what's up. That's definitely what's up.
Yeah. Brother, what you think, man? You've been just in the back, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you looking up stuff, so.
I just feel like, as far as well, of course, his death is a tragedy, and when it affects the community all over the world and police, that's
Yeah, I
just
wouldn't
something
imagine that
that's
it was
something
gonna
that's
affect the
unheard of.
police.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's unheard of. Like Nipsey Hussle definitely had a very big influence on the world, I feel, not just in an artist, but as an activist. He trying
Mm-hmm.
to, uplift his community, uplift his people. And I seen an interview that was posted on Instagram a long time ago. Like, and I guess this is before he really got popping. And it was something that he said that really stuck out to me. Because usually when young rappers they first get on, the only thing that they be on is getting money, women, getting messed up, cars, clothes, jewelry. But man, the first thing I like, the interview was like, yeah, what you plan on doing, as far as your newfound success or something along those lines. And Nip's reply was real estate. And then the interview was like, say that again. He's like, I plan on, buying real estate, getting into the real estate game, better in my community, building more youth centers and after school programs. And I'm just like, that's what's up. Like
Mm-hmm.
that within itself just spoke volumes
And
about
that
who
was
he
a
was.
That
young-minded
was
Nip, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, he was like 25 when that interview was.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yeah, he was like
Yeah.
24, 25. Yeah, because he was talking about some why buy change that's going to depreciate. Why buy a car that's going to depreciate as soon as you ride it off
Exactly.
as soon as you drive it up off of the lot? Why not buy a building and help out the community and make more money? That's not going to depreciate at all. If anything,
Mhm.
you're going to make more money up off of that in return. And
Right.
it's like anyone can just sit back and say that, but then he actually went out and did
And did it.
Yeah, he put
He
boots
put
to
he
the
put
ground.
action behind everything he said.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And it's like I wish more artists would do that.
RIP the extension. I mean triple X Tentacion. Can't believe your daddy gone. Your music gon' live on. God called you home. You was too good for here. Let's make one thing clear. Mental health is very real.